Hello there, gamers. I'm the Orange Ranger, and welcome to another episode of Far Cry 6 here on Orange Ranger Plays. You may notice that this is not Far Cry 6. This is me. There is something that I have to talk about before we get started. And I'll be honest, the temptation was there to skip addressing this. If I were playing any other game, or at least many other different games, I probably wouldn't talk about this, but I feel like with the topics that are brought up and mentioned in this game, the fundamental core story of Far Cry 6, I can't ignore current events and I have to talk about them. So, also, I feel like talking about this, having a discourse, a conversation, getting these types of messages out there is so important that I am not going to provide a skip to code to, a skip to timestamp, I should say, to get to the gameplay. You can skip ahead in the video if you want and find when I start shooting at Yaran military officers, but I'm not going to make it that easy because we need to have those hard type of conversations. This is a mature game. Everybody watching this should be above the age of 18. So we're all adults here and we need to have these types of conversations. So, Far Cry 6, as you know if you've been watching so far, but hey, maybe somehow this is the first time you're tuning into the series. If so, oh boy. Anyway, Far Cry 6 is a game set on the fictional island nation of Yara, which is under the tyrannical rule of Anton Castillo, a generational leader who has been elected to run the country. And while he speaks a wonderful message about preserving Yara for its true citizens and, making life better, returning Yara to paradise through the use of Viviro in the world to provide resources to make it possible for Yara to return to paradise, he's also a tyrannical, murdering despot, killing his own citizens, drafting them into slave labor to grow the tobacco they turn into Viviro, and generally just ruling the country with an iron fist. But he was elected. And you might think, the implications with Anton Castillo saying that he was elected Yara's leader, and Clara saying that one of her goals for Yara is free elections, it's implied heavily that he was elected in sham elections where only certain people were allowed to vote, and things were just, rigged in a way to have him named the leader once again. You might see all of this and think, this is the land of fiction. Even in rigged sham elections, the people are not going to elect a leader who is so hateful and bigoted and closed-minded and terrible to his people, seeing many of them as the enemy against the true path to forward progress. We just did. The United States of America just did that. For those of you who, I was going to say tried your hardest not to pay attention to this because you would have to not already know, and then I would feel kind of bad for you watching me and being forced into seeing it, but like I said, we need to talk about it. So, early in the morning on Wednesday, November 6th, it was announced that the people of the United States of America had once again elected Donald Trump as our president. Not the person I voted for, obviously, as you probably can tell in my tone already. But this time it does appear that he is even going to win the popular vote. And that's what we've done. We've elected a tyrant. It's a really scary time. And I'm more scared from a sense of empathy because I am white. I am a man. I am mostly straight. My concerns don't really, my personal direct life concerns don't veer into a lot of areas that are impacted by Donald Trump. Some of them, he's going to make everything in this country more expensive, and that's going to impact me. But not as directly as the things he's going to do will affect people of color, will affect the transgendered, will affect women, cis women, you know? It's a scary time. I'd be lying if I said I didn't have serious thoughts about leaving the country. Just from a sense, like I said, I'm probably not going to be deeply, terribly impacted directly. But besides the fact that my friends would be, and my friends being hurt does impact me directly, it just doesn't show any signs of getting better further along. It's two main things. Number one, as of the filming of this video, not only has Donald Trump been elected president, but Republicans have clinched the U.S. Senate and are about to clinch the House of Representatives. They already have more justices on the Supreme Court, so you are looking at the Republican Party, controlled by MAGA and Donald Trump, in control of all three branches of government. Absolute, unchecked power for Donald Trump. And to any of you who say, you know, it's going to be bad, the next 4 years are going to suck, but hey, at least we'll be done with him. You know, 2 terms, you know, and he'll be gone. He'll maybe appoint someone else, but they're not going to have the same charisma or whatever as him, and Democrats will have a really good chance of taking things back in 2028. To return things back to FarCry 6, when Anton Castillo boards the fishing boat that Danny is trying to escape on, and his son is trying to escape on, he tells a story that happened to his father before he became president. As I said, they are a generational family of leaders of that country. Do you think Anton Castillo has term limits? Do you think so? I don't. I mean, I don't know if the story addresses that or not, but I wouldn't imagine that he does. And I wouldn't imagine that Donald Trump will. I fully expect him to target the 22nd Amendment to the United States Constitution, which defines the term limits for a United States president, within the first couple of years of his presidency. And he'll say that when a business has a good leader in place, shouldn't the customers decide if they want that boss to stay in place? Why have this arbitrary 8-year limit when you have a leader that's doing a good job and that the people like? And Republicans will, my prediction is make that a reality. There is a possibility, I will admit, that they will be hungry enough for their own shot at the seat that they would enforce those constitutional term limits. But I don't expect it. I expect that they will be happy enough to be kept in their own positions of power orbiting Donald Trump that they will allow that to happen, and they will repeal the 22nd Amendment, and he will be allowed to keep on running. The other thing, because I said there was 2 things, that all was kind of the first thing, is that I remember when Trump was elected in 2016, some people said it's the old people that did it. The old people stuck in the old ways, people like 50 and over. And it sucks now, but all we have to do is wait for them to die, as dark as that sounds. Just wait for them to pass on in life, and the new generation will be more enlightened, and we will move past this. As of a couple days ago, when I last took a look at CNN's exit polling for the election, 45% of people under the age of 45 voted for Donald Trump. 45%. Now, that doesn't win an election. Maybe it does based on where they're from. We've had Republicans win elections without winning the popular vote before. But it's enough to be really, really concerning. It's not just old people. People are bringing up their families, bringing up their children with these hateful, bigoted, sexist, ableist, racist, me first, us first mentalities that Donald Trump feeds into. You know, the one thing I've kind of included in ranting about this election, because I've done some ranting about this election, is, you know, like, hey, maybe a number of women are going to die because, you know, they didn't have access to abortion-related care, you know, to end the pregnancy that was killing them. But, hey, groceries were too expensive, am I right? That's what really gets to me about all this. It's just the selfishness, you know. I'm trying to continue to relate this to FarCry 6 just to make it relevant to put this video up. I'm not just ranting about the election and then saying here's FarCry 6, but Anton Castillo is obviously an incredibly selfish man. Power for him and his family and his small group of lieutenants, and just forget about everyone else. Pretend that you're for the working class person, but, you know, not really. Not obviously not. And Donald Trump is Anton Castillo. It's the way I see it. That is my humble opinion. This is not a political channel. This is not a place where I'm just going to say those things all the time. I will say that Orange Ranger Plays is my channel, and I am free during games to talk about, you know, say Far Cry 6 shows Anton Castillo having a rally and a bunch of yarn people going like, yay, yeah, you know, I can comment on allegories to Donald Trump and stuff. The channel is not going to be free of politics, but this is not a political channel. And I do want this to be a place for people to escape, to watch me badly play video games and yell at them a lot. But again, considering the fact that Far Cry 6 is about a country run by a tyrannical despot that was elected by the people, it was too on the nose for me to just go, hey, here's another episode of Far Cry 6. You know, I had to put something on the record to show that unlike some of the companies that make these games themselves, I wasn't going to ignore the fact that this is political. And it's salient right now. It's relevant. And that's what's going on. So I want everybody to stay safe, to follow your heart on really, like, there's two approaches. There's two paths forward with something like this. When, like me, you are a Power Rangers fan, a Star Trek fan, a superhero fan, Marvel, DC, and you have this inbaked, inherent sense of justice and right and wrong, and the world seems to be refusing to follow that, that it doesn't have that heart of justice. There's kind of two ways to move forward. And I will say, if you are in the United States of America. And it's basically fight or flight. And both are absolutely valid. This is not, you can stay here and fight like a brave person or run like a coward. This is an extremely personal choice that is up to every individual person. You can find another country to go to. One thing I will say right now is that my TikTok algorithm very quickly attuned itself to these are easy ways for Americans to move out of the United States. So if that's something you're interested in and you have a TikTok, search for leaving the country. There are two terms that can help you. I just want to kind of put this out so this is at least a little educational. Two terms that can help you in terms of leaving the country to find all of the resources you can. One is emigration, not immigration. It's the opposite. Emigration, EMMIGRATION. Forgot how to spell for a second. And the other is expatriation, EXPATRIATION. There might be an O in there somewhere. Anyway, really, if you just search TikTok for I want to leave the United States, you'll find it. And there are wonderful places to live that have not lost their collective minds like the United States has. But the other option is to stay and fight, because I was just going to say, half the country has, just over half the country has, and that's the thing. There's a lot of people that are going to stay. There's a lot of people that are going to need help and need people to defend them. This, of course, isn't talking about anything ridiculous like revolution or anything like that. In FarCry 6, you're literally participating in a revolution. But this is talking about putting a foot down, and not letting injustice happen. This is about helping people in need when the government is going to abandon them. Or worse, persecute them. So, find the ways that you can do that. If you're going to stay, the one thing I would say you can't do, and this is my opinion, you're free to live your own life, but in my opinion, the one thing that you can't do is stay in this country and just try to bunker down and ride it out. Like I said, 4 more years. Hopelessly and ridiculously naive to think that this is just a 4 more years thing. It's not. It's not. So, I think it's cowardly to try to just bunker down, ride things out, especially if, like me, you're white, you're a man, you're mostly passable, at least, as straight, cisgender, a class that won't be persecuted, in this new regime. You have to use that privilege. You have to use that privilege to step in front of those classes that are going to be persecuted and looked down on and have their rights taken away, and say, no, we don't tolerate this in the United States of America. I don't care if you are the president. I don't care if you are the party in power. No, we won't stand for it. I won't let you hurt my friends. I won't let you hurt these people that I don't know, but that don't deserve to be judged for who they are. I think I've said everything I can. Get out there, be active, be a voice for change. I will say, even if you do end up leaving the country, be a voice, tell people, say, I felt like I had to leave because either I didn't feel safe there or I no longer believed in what the country was representing. But still be a voice, I left America because It's no longer what it was, and it needs to go back to being that. Now, I think I'm done ranting about this. I was saying it's my channel, and I can mention political things and whatever, but this is not a political channel. I do want it to be a place that those of you around the world that are stressed and worried and fearful about the way things are going can come and enjoy me failing at video games and shrieking about them when weird or bad or unexpected things happen. The comments of my videos are always open. It's a place to have discussion. I will say that it is an open place for people who did not vote for Donald Trump to have a discussion. If you come into my comments and declare that you voted for Donald Trump for whatever reason, I will find a way to ban you from the channel. I will find a way to at least silence you, because we don't need to listen, and I don't want to listen. People will say, I don't believe in Trump's racism or bigotry or whatever, but groceries were too expensive, or Kamala Harris supported this or that in Israel. Or just like, I think he'll be better for the economy, etc. When you point out that you don't share those beliefs, you point out that he has them, and you know that, and that it's going to be part of his governance. And you gave him the power to hurt people in that way. I don't care why you gave him that power. There is nothing that I would consider an acceptable excuse. So, honestly, if you voted for Donald Trump and you're watching this right now, go. I don't want you here. I do not want you watching my videos. I do not want you supporting me financially. I don't want you leaving comments. I don't want you around. I don't want you around if you voted for and support Donald Trump. It's that simple. But for the rest of you, I'm a little iffy on the whole third-party voter thing, because, that I saw one state, I think, where it's very likely, if there hadn't been a third-party candidate, that Harris would have won it. And one state could have flipped things around in a big way. But it's harder for me to say, you directly supported Donald Trump in that case. So, third-party voters, I'm not thrilled, but you're free to be a part of the discourse. But my comments are a safe place. And even as my plans going forward, as I plan to establish a direct streaming presence on Twitch, my streams will be the same way. Okay. I can't imagine how long this is. Probably like 15 or 20 minutes at the start of a FarCry episode, which is probably going to be an hour. But it had to be done. It had to be done if it loses me viewers from the length of the video or what I said. It had to be done. This is me using the small voice that I have, the small platform, here. It's still a platform. And I'm abusing my privilege if I don't use it to speak the truth and to speak out. Because as the things that are happening in this country happen, we don't know how much longer we'll be free to do that. I don't mean for this to be depressing. Once more, taking it back to FarCry 6, which we are about to get to, taking it to FarCry 6, the response is to fight. And citing another moment that we have played in the game so far, when I'm blanked on his name. Julio, I want to say. And Lita, or not Lita. When Julio and Danny were about to go take out the Viviro plantation, you know, that one entire episode that I did for that mission? And it's about to start, and Julio says that he and Lita would start missions with a song. You know, Bella Ciao, yeah, 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 yeah. And he laughs a little bit. The battle, the revolutions, have joy within them. And we have to cling to joy because it's deeply related and linked to hope. And we need both of those. So, it's my hope that you take some joy from watching my videos. Even as on the nose politically as FarCry 6 is. I've always wanted to entertain people and make people smile and forget the world for a little bit. And we definitely need to do that now. So it is time to show y'all me badly playing a video game. So we will now go into today's Far Cry 6 episode. By the way, this was filmed significantly after that episode was recorded. So I probably won't mention any of that. There'll probably be a point in gameplay where I'll say, hey, this is after the election happened or whatever. But yeah, you're probably I'm not going to mention anything about the election or anything in the gameplay, but I wanted to put this on the next video that I was editing to post. So there you go. Enjoy the gameplay. Let me know anything you want to talk about in the comments below. And as always, may the power protect you. Far Cry 6 is rated mature 17+. Viewer discretion is advised. I've got one more in me. Hello there, gamers. I'm the Orange Ranger, and welcome to another episode of Far Cry 6 here on Orange Ranger Plays. Last time, we cleared 2 warships of Mr. Castillo, the dictator of this island nation. Oh, Oficina de Juan, Supremo. It took a lot. It took multiple tries and some help, but we finally got it settled and cleared that out, which will give us a way to get back to the larger island that is Libertad's base, and then make towards the mainland, which I just learned about, and oh, there is so much more to this game than we have touched so far. This time, we have basically, they gave us the boat, which is over there. They gave us the boat and said we could go to Miami, but Julio, so they showed us a picture on a cell phone, and Juan said Julio's dead. He's with Lita now. It didn't look like, you know, he was just sitting there bloodied, and yeah, they beat the crap out of him. I felt like our next mission would be to go rescue him, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to check out this Oficina de Juan. Supremo, Libertad.
Hell of an office, Juan.
Oh, he's in here, and there's things in here. What's this note say? Senor Resolver, Juan Cortez here. I think I'm becoming your biggest fan. I don't know how you do it. A lawnmower blade with a dildo strapped to the ends. Okay. Alright. You remember that disclaimer at the beginning? Mild sexual content. Okay. As I was saying, a lawnmower blade with a dildo strapped to the ends? You are definitely my kind of crazy. Here's hoping it pops my slip disc back in. When the heat dies down, i.e. when we're all dead, I might come by your workshop to see the so-called Philly magic at work. Don't worry if a couple of things go missing. They say to steal from the best, so I hope that little perrito of yours isn't a snitch. Okay, enough stalling. This 12-inch rubber monster has a date with my spine. Holy crap.
When you die. Just how many you take with you.
There's another note on the wall, and I'm scared. Juan's Diary. Supremo, Part 1. It came to me in a fever dream. I don't even remember what country I was in, what war I was fighting. None of that shit mattered to the idea. Supremos, a bolt of lightning from the god of chaos and stupid ideas. Okay, that one apparently didn't count. I have so many questions, none of which I want the answers to. Alrighty. Everything's fine.
Alright, let's
I'm
work.
going to need you to shut all the way up. Okay, that's a ramp. I can go up. I can go up. And there's up here. There's scraps. Oh, good, another letter.
Myself as a second-hand killer.
Oh no, it's sad. Oh no, it's sad. A letter left for Julio. Julio, I'm off to Esperanza to say goodbye to my idiot friends. They're finally doing it, running from Yara. It'll just be you and me then. How many of these letters have we left for each other? You better be keeping them, so when we're old and fat, we can remember how hot and stupid we were. The first one I left you told you this was just a hookup. Just two lonely people doing what two lonely people do. Didn't mean a fucking thing. Same with the second, the third, and the fourth. I should have known. I just couldn't stay away. Love you forever, Julio. Mean it. Lita. And now they're both dead, probably. Definitely Lita. Maybe something else. Got a laptop, a map. This box is blinking. U.S. dog tag charm.
I wish I had some depleted uranium rum.
Okay, well, I want to see, actually. I don't know where to put charms. Do I have any other... When did I get a munitions jersey? Slightly improved soft target blast and... Yeah? I don't remember ever... I don't remember ever... Fire mitts are... yeah, when on fire, the flames are automatically put out. Ooh, that's why I haven't gotten that prompt to put out the fire. Greatly improves general defense while sprinting. I've been running from a lot of firefights lately. Yeah, because it'll give me a prompt to put out fire, so I'll do that. And now I have the watch on, and the gloves are off. Look there. Okay. I think I'm happy for the moment. But I didn't see anywhere to put that charm on. I've been here for like 10 minutes, standing above you. Shut up. Alright, listen, you said steal from the best, so I'm stealing from you. One recycled glass. Free gasoline. And a partridge in a... Alright. This is a whole entire bunker. I think this is just another way in. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yes, yes. What do you want?
Danny,
Tell me.
back for more chaos.
Want me to make you the best Supremos and resolver weapons?
you need depleted uranium. Lucky for you, Castillo has stashed his supply with the biggest guns on the island, his anti-aircraft cannons. When you got some of that sweet uranium, you can bring it back to my office, or to one of my associates. If you capture an FND base, a member of Team Juan will move in and give you access to my inventory. And don't forget, rank has its privileges. When Clara is kind enough to promote you, we'll be able to hook you up with better gear. Just have those pesos ready. Even in Revolution, nothing comes free. And here's some advice, guerrilla to guerrilla. Have some fun, for fuck's sake. Die with a smile on your face.
One, I love you. You're fantastic. Supremacy. Yaren's story. Interesting. Not an operation. And there's no reward. Rank 3. Time for a superhero team-up, Danny. My weapons and your skills. You want more toys? Bring me back depleted uranium from those anti-aircraft sites. Then go wild with my Supremos and Resolver weapons. Remember, rank up and I'll have even more in store for you. I don't think... Yeah, this isn't a mission so much. Go to Juan's office or any of the Juan's arms dealers. I've got enough depleted uranium for something new.
Juan, where did you learn to do all this?
I suckled at the teat of defeat and despair until I learned to pray to the goddess of rum and firepower. She answered me in kind.
See, sure. That makes sense.
That's one of the best lines I've ever heard. But acquire Juan's weapons. Supremos or Resolver weapons. I've got 250 depleted uranium and 238, I'm assuming that's pesos. Furioso. Emit an explosive ring that roasts enemies and press jump to thrust forward in midair. Venom Salvo. Create chaos by launching poison gas onto the battlefield that can turn enemies against one another. Emit an EMP pulse to knock over enemies, disable security systems, and enable vehicle hijacking. So basically I can get 2 of these because they're all costing 100 and I have 250. El Muro, Resolver weapon. Shield takes standard amount of damage. Shield deals standard melee damage. Shotgun fires standard shells. Is it a shotgun? Ooh, a shotgun. La Clavadora, Resolver weapon. Highest possible damage. Projectile travels at standard velocity, but look at the projectile. I believe that's the symbol for a rocket. Standard reload time. Projectile impales enemies. Is that a rocket or is it a knife? Because this looks like a gun that shoots knives. And I'm down for that. El Besito. Low damage. Pressure builds up at standard rate. Standard poison cloud. Okay, it's a poison gun. This is a nail gun. This is a nail gun. Well, I want that. I just realized what this is. This is a sawed-off shotgun, and I want that too. El Susurro, excuse me, and El Muro. Water bottle. Interesting. What is radio? Turn off. Weird. It doesn't sound like it's on. No. Remember, the creating content online option of not having music playing because it can be licensed music. But, okay. This seems less like an actual quest, you know, and more just like a thing I can do. Notice that I don't really have a specific, like, place to go. Oh, I think we... Okay. I didn't really even notice this. And you see the place over there. We've moved over to the main island. This is El Libertad's main base. There's a green thing here, although I think that's the bunker that they're in. There was another, like, I think in the menu maybe I can look at journal. Journal probably gives me operations. Yes. See, La Guerrilla. Okay. Track this one instead. That way. 85 meters. Let's run. Run. 50, 40, 30. Cloudus Command Center. I can't jump here. 1 foot tall wall. Gotta walk around it. I knew I couldn't pull weapons, but I can't jump.
Wow. I thought it was good luck if you killed the jaguar.
Hope nobody plays jump around. Oh, cutscene.
Once you're back at Santuario, shake the trees for guns, ammo, new believers. Castillo was surprised. Let's keep it that way. Welcome to Libertad, Danny. I can leave any time. What's the rush? Inspiring. Let's free Yara, shall we?
See, yep. I remember when there was that graffiti of Castillo and the puppets he was controlling. I was like, there's all the people I have to kill.
Slaves and blood. The capital is a stronghold. We take Esperanza, we free Yara. Best chance we got to weaken Castillo is to hit military targets like FND bases and checkpoints. But most important, we have to surround Esperanza and trap Castillo in his cage. That means targeted operations that will unite the revolution and make Libertad stronger. To do that, I need you to recruit 3 groups in Yara to fight with Libertad. Each is waging war across Yara with a different piece of Castillo's empire, all controlled by his inner circle. In El Este, foreign invaders like Mickey Industries suck our resources dry, and Admiral Benitez defends Castillo's poison lifeline. But the old legends of 67 can help us turn the tide. They're hiding in the jungles of the highest mountains of Yara. Their greatest guerrilla, El Tigre, is waiting with open arms to help you bring them on our side. Then we have Valle de Oro. Not just the engine of Castillo's Viviro operation, but also his propaganda machine, run by his Minister of Culture, Maria Marquesa. But I have some old friends who can run our counter-propaganda campaign, Maximas Matanzas. They were the voice of the protests and can mobilize Yara's dissidents to fight for Libertad. They've gone dark. Last seen at a fort in Balaceras. We need to find them before Castillo's forces do. In Madrugada, we have Castillo's nephew, Jose, a slave driver who forces outcasts to grow that poison Viviro tobacco. But the Montero family is waging war against Jose. They hate visitors, but I have intel on a mechanic who has a workshop in Costa del Mar.
Philly.
His name is Philly Barsaga, and he's their gatekeeper. If I were you, Danny, I'd start in Madrugada. We take back that tobacco with the Montero's help, and we got Castillo's Viviro at the source. You just need to find this mechanic Philly. I'll be here actioning targeted Libertad strikes against Castillo throughout Yara.
Hang on. I'm gonna get all these groups to sign up for Libertad by myself? How?
Simple. You help.
Yep.
Any way you can.
Classic case of gathering resources by I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine.
I send a squad to these groups, I'm an invader. I send a scout, then I'm not serious. With you, they get my best guerrilla without politics and bullshit. Just help.
Libertad takes the capital, we slit Anton's throat, maybe drink his blood, etc., etc. Then he needs a walk.
Viva Libertad, jefa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not Clara's best guerrilla, you are.
You're not listening.
Translate, Juan.
The accent. Clara hides it best she can, but she was born rich. From a family of true Yaran she left behind. She can shoot, bleed, drink with us all she wants. but you can't hide the stink of the upper class.
What's that have to do with me?
You are an orphan, Danny. Poor, from the dirt.
You're a piece of
When they
shit.
see you,
Which is
they
exactly
don't
what
see
we need right now.
politics. They see they have no excuse.
She's using me.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
And you're using her right back. Do you want to kill Anton? See. Do you want to free Yara? Sure you do. But here's what Clara can't say, but you and I both know. You want this. You're a guerrilla. And for a guerrilla, the shit my pants rush of an ambush, the smell of sulfur burning your nostrils, it's
Intoxicating.
It's fun.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
She's kind of hot too, come to think. She's no Clara, but she's all right. Okay. Operation completed. Go talk to people. Go find out. Go let the game really open up. Meet Maximus Matanzas. Meet the legends. Meet the Monteros. Why are you running? Extra content now available. All your extra and purchased content is now yours. Visit the Arsenal, Amigos, Rides, and Vehicle Pickup menus to access your new content. I'm guessing you received some FarCry credits. Okay, against my better judgment. That just took me to the map. Cool. Anyway. Okay. Call for water vehicle. Alright. Where's Guapo, by the way? Notice he's not here. Interesting. Okay. Well. Journal. Yarn stories. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright. Meet the Monteros. Yeah, they hate visitors, but Clara suggested to start by finding the mechanic. Philly, their gatekeeper at his workshop. He might help. Okay. Well, okay. I'm tracking that. I've got that tag. Make contact with Philly. Oh, it's far. No wonder they put me by a boat. We're on an island, and we got to get over to the... Okay. Oh, there's going to be different boats I can get. Boat. Oh, hi, boat. It's just there. Fuck Castillo. See. Let's go. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. I'm doing boat things. 'Cause I'm on a boat. Pretend that made sense. Okay. By the way, this might be another shorter episode. We're at 21 minutes, and I'm headed over to this Monteros.
Danny, listen to Juan. You kill soldiers, Castillo's going to send his special forces after you. Know what makes them so special?
They're specially trained and heavily armed.
Fuck you, smartass. But yes, you've been warned.
That's an enemy boat. Almost. Come on, sink. There we go. no, you don't. Once your heat meter, the higher it goes, the more trouble. Are you an enemy boat too? No, they almost had you sunk, but you get to live. Unlike them. I did not realize you were an asshole. Kaboom! That means this looks like an enemy boat too. There we go. By the way, I don't really see a heat meter. Oh. Is that it? Thank you. Pop your little boat. I think it'll just blow up eventually. Engine's on fire. There we go. There are now significantly less boats in my way. Onward. Straight line driving. Tell you what. Madrugada.
Clara, who am I looking for in Madrugada again?
You want Carlos Montero, the leader of a group of
No, I don't.
farmers
I want
trying to
Philly.
take back their land from the army. But he'll never meet with you.
Why not?
He's what you would call old school. Doesn't like outsiders and doesn't trust anyone except family.
Great.
Don't worry, Philly can help you. He's your in. He's at his shop near the Martinez airstrip.
Nothing comes easy.
Nothing worth fighting for. Suerte, Danny.
Now, it seems like there should be a way for me to dock. Ooh, I bumped it. Alright, stop. Okay, you really do just kind of pull up to a dock and stop. I wasn't saying switch seat, I was saying get out of the gosh dang boat. I didn't see that wrench and little green thing before. Here we go. I maybe should have undocked, gotten off the boat over there. Okay, we're gonna. Oh, hi.
They did it in 67. So can you.
Sure. I'll just be going then. There also doesn't seem to be a... Oh, okay, down here. Run in, run in, and run in, run in, and run in, run in, and run in, and run in. Okay, good climb. Remember, always be willing to Skyrim horse this stuff. I'm betting you I'm gonna get to, like, little rivers or canyons. There's just, you know, I'm gonna be like, oh, I could have just pulled up around this way, but, oh well. Now, if I called the car here, would it show up? Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. Uh-oh. I'm sorry? Okay, well, glad we cleared that up. Put the gun away so we don't raise any trouble with good, honest people who are about to find a dead guard. Horse! Horse, 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 horse. Can't believe I just went like... Yeah, they're like, what the shit? Horse is like, I'm gonna go, and I'm like, actually, I need to borrow you.
Vamos. Be nice, horse.
Whee!
Yeah.
Jumpy horse! Whee! Main road.
Easy.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up.
Yeah.
It is taking me the rest of this video just to get here. When I get there, I'm gonna let the cutscene go and explain what I have to do first, and then that'll be it. Another 4 episodes just, and it feels like I haven't been playing at all, but at the same time, you know, I had a feeling I'd have to go down here and whip back around. Go. See?
This place is colorful.
La magia de Philly. Philly magic. Where's the girl? Oh, look, perfect.
Come on.
Tie, tie, tie. Cutscene.
You Philly? I'm Danny.
No. No Philly here.
That was funny.
Oh, what's in your bag?
Know where I can find him?
Cerveza.
So who's in charge?
Everything got another purpose. And you come here for a second. You just come here. And you hold that down for me. That's a dead man switch. One move. So, why are you here?
I'm with Clara from Libertad. Didn't she say I was coming?
Clara, Libertad. Those are big names to throw around.
Chorizo! It means sausage.
But I don't see Clara. I only see you. So why are you here? Got family to save? Got kids?
No.
So what do you want out of this?
I want my finger off this switch. And I want to know who's going to help me take down Castillo.
Okay. You're safe now. So you're Clara's hero, huh?
I'm no hero.
Chorizo, you worked! Philly magic, baby. Want us to help Libertad?
A little bit of a delayed
We need Carlos
reaction there.
Montero, our backbone. His family is gonna save our land.
Great. Take me to him.
No. Step 1, Philly needs to love you. Step 2, baby Montero needs to love you.
Baby Montero.
See that? Chorizo, come on, let's go back. La Espada, his daughter. You know, last time I heard, she went to hit that outcast plantation east of here. She likes you, you're in. A good luck finding her. La Espada, oh man, she's a fiera. Oh. Next time I see you, I want to play with that crazy backpack, deal?
No.
Well, then don't let the poison get you down.
Okay.
Fucking comedian.
What do I need to do? So, okay. I have to do what I thought. I'm just... Okay, bear with me here. Step 1, Philly needs to love you. Step 2, Espada needs to love you. So why am I starting with Espada? I mean, maybe it was in the cutscene and I missed that, but that seemed like, right? I don't know. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna climb up on your house. The crud? Anyway, there's a letter. Parts list: 2 tanks oil, motorcycle carb, 24 of cerveza, round saw thing, closed circuit wiring, sand, gum, spit, equals Philly magic, baby! Alright. A laptop with a video of Clara playing a song on a guitar? Or no, she's holding a gun. Some kind of speech about leave or die, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, just kind of looking around, but I really did. There we go. Solar panels. Smart dude. Alright. Tell me I can ride the ATV. Tell me I can ride the ATV. Mount vehicle. Bring this vehicle to a pickup point. You can then call it from any... Oh, okay. We might need real quick. I have no idea about anything around here. Okay. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna get off. I kind of really want to play more. But it's actually 8 o'clock, and I need to make dinner, and I need to work on the episodes I was editing. So, what's this? Read. Stop swimming. The Blue Hole Cave is off limits to swimmers of all ages and experience levels. If you think you can hold your breath, don't! Okay. What? No, I guess not. New treasure hunt revealed. Probably, like, you can upgrade your ability to breathe somehow, but... and then do that. Anyway, that is going to do... I literally feel like I just said these words like 10 minutes ago. But I've got 2 counters telling me it's been over 30 minutes. That's going to do it for another episode of FarCry 6 here on Orange Ranger Plays. Thank you, gamers, so much, as always, for watching. In the comments below, what did you think of Philly when you first saw him? Did he annoy you? Did he charm you? I'm kind of 50-50 myself at this point. While you're down there, smack that thumbs up button to let me know that you enjoyed this video. You can subscribe to the channel to see all of my videos and ring the bell to get your notifications set up so you are notified whenever I post brand new videos, like brand new episodes of Far Cry 6. And if you would like to support my channel in a financial method, you can check me out on Patreon, Ko-fi, Teespring, hashtag Orange Ranger videos, and I would greatly appreciate any of that. Until next time, gamers, may the power of the revolution protect you.
Switch. One move. So, why are you here?
I'm with Clara from Libertad. Didn't she say I was coming?
Clara, Libertad. Those are big names to throw around.